Sammy, while you're at it, report me to the American Bar Association at the second time. It'll make just as much sense. And then call up Coca-Cola and have them remove my membership. And then while you're at it, why don't you contact DS4 Live and get them to remove my account at the same time? Contact YouTube, contact Squatters, contact Parlay, contact BitChute. I want you to contact everything that I am on and tell them that you are reporting me to the police because, in my opinion, you are a pedophile when you are sharing porn with children. You fucking pedo!
All right, welcome back, everybody, to Crows of Judgment. How you doing there, Redsky?
I'm doing pretty good. How about yourself?
You like how we're at the bottom of the screen today?
Yeah, I know. I feel like I'm buried.
I know, right?
Under tweets.
That's a little bit better. Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
All right, so before we begin talking about the technicals video, as you all know on Con Order, we like talking about some other things before we get started on the main subject. Let people join in. I think John is streaming right now. So, you know.
We like to warm things up.
Yup. Yeah, and you know, usually other people join into the call as well. So before we begin with the main topic, and I do want to jump into, you know, ZeRo's response to the situation as well, because I think it's pretty important. Let's talk about Spider-Man, okay?
Oh,
so let's talk about Spooderman. Spooderman, the greatest hero, the greatest hero of all fucking time, Spooderman. Okay, so the Spider-Man No Way Home trailer dropped, and I'm not gonna play it on stream, even though I fucking loved it. I saw it in the trailer, and I don't like overanalyze or anything, but I was like a little bit like, what the fuck is this, right? Because they play the scene in the trailer, and you're like, Spider-Man's jumping here, and you see Sandman's jumping out at him. I'm like, what the fuck is Lizard and Electro doing?
Yeah.
Because like maybe Electro is gonna like loop around and hit him from behind, but you know, Lizard can't fly. So yeah, I was like, what the fuck is going on here? And then apparently the Brazilian trailer extends this clip out. And so it's pretty nuts, but like, check this out. You see it?
What?
Okay, so this is Lizard. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so Spider-Man's off screen here. Okay. But you can see Sandman, you can see Electro, and then look at Lizard. Look at what happens to Lizard here. Boom.
Oh.
He gets punched.
What's that?
He just gets punched by air. So it's like, okay, clearly they've digitally deleted whatever's supposed to be there because that's a CGI rendering.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, it's got to be the other Spider-Man, right? Because it's a 3v3 fight. I don't know why they're keeping it secret because everybody fucking knows at this point that we're getting.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good point.
Right?
Because I mean, maybe there's just some people who still will be surprised or whatever. And they're just trying to save that last element of surprise. But everybody knows.
It's like the worst kept secret in fucking Hollywood right now is that they're going to be in the fucking movie. I don't get what the point of doing that is. I really don't. Okay, so there's something else going on with comic books. And I just find this adorable and pretty funny. They're giving us Miles Morales. Okay?
Oh.
Yes.
Really?
Not in the movies, in the comic books.
Oh.
Okay? And it's going to be...
Oh, no.
What if Miles Morales was every other superhero?
Oh, my God.
Yay! Yay!
Oh, my God.
Woo!
Everybody asked for this.
Everybody wanted this. Now, here, to be fair, right? I've always liked seeing different versions of characters, right? But typically, like, when they do shit like this, it's normally like there'll be a comic book crossover event or some big, like, multi-dimensional kind of hijinks, and you just briefly see the characters, right? And like stuff like that's pretty cool, right? Because it makes you think, oh, that'd be pretty interesting. And sometimes if it's interesting enough, you know, they'll do like a limited series with that character or something, right? And that's always pretty cool. This is something completely different. This is literally taking Miles Morales and they're like, okay, in this universe, he's now Captain America, right? Okay, in this universe, he's going to be the Hulk. And in this universe, I'm like, okay, but guys, so hold on. Is it just Miles Morales with different superpowers? So it's literally, I'm just still reading the same character. What are you doing here? Like, I just, it's a little weird to do this with one fucking character.
It's because Miles Morales is good at everything.
I look, man, what ifs used to be like really cool because what they would do is, you know, Marvel's always had these like big, you know, world-ending events in the comics, right? And or there'll be like a series like Spider-Man will have this really big run that leads to this really popular arc, right? And usually the what if stories are like, okay, what if that story happened, but the hero lost? Or what if that story happened, but they won a different way, right? Or what if that story happened and somebody else intervenes, right? Like and they're normally like bad ways of it happening too, right? So, because typically the stories are resolved positively. So if you're making a change, it's normally a change for the worse, right? Now what if has basically just changed into, okay, what if I took this character, but I put him in a different costume? Like, it's very fucking lazy and stupid and boring. And I'm like, you know, Miles Morales is actually probably one of the few minority characters that they have who is really fucking popular and kind of mainstream a little bit because of the Spider-Verse movie, right?
Yeah, the Spider-Verse.
They are gonna like burn this character out. So like there's something called oversaturation that happened with Spider-Man, right? Because at one point Spider-Man had something like 6 or 7 different titles running monthly, right? So it's just a fuck ton of Spider-Man.
Yeah, I mean Spider-Man is Marvel's, like, I think still to this day Marvel's most successful character.
But he was so successful. He was so successful. You had like Spectacular Spider-Man, Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man. You had Peter Parker Spider-Man. Gosh, there was a few. Web of Spider-Man was another one. But you had all of these fucking running at the same time, and it was oversaturation. It's like, what? Well, there's so many different Spider-Man titles. I'm just going to stick to the one I like the most, right? Miles Morales, I think, is going dangerously close into that territory when you're like, we're going to have like 7 limited miniseries and they're all Miles Morales. Like, I don't know. It just seems like a bad idea. And I do find it kind of stupid. And I really don't get why. Because again, it's not like you're going to introduce me into a Captain America run with Miles Morales later on. Well, one of the cool things, like I said, about the other ones is, you know, when we do dimension hopping shit, maybe there's a character we like, and you'll bring that character into the mainstream somehow, right? In this case, I mean, no. Like, obviously, I'm more happy with regular Miles Morales than I am Cap Miles Morales, but whatever. I think it's dumb.
There's only so much we can do.
Yeah, I think it's dumb. I think that they make terrible decisions. But speaking of terrible decisions, have you heard of a company called Streamlabs? Okay. Have you heard of what Streamlabs is being accused of right now?
I actually, funny enough, I actually haven't been paying attention to that stuff. So,
okay, so Streamlabs. Well, actually, they've been calling their software Streamlabs OBS, right? And recently, Streamlabs was accused of basically ripping off another company. And let me see if I have it here. Okay, I'm just going to go through this entire thread because it goes on for a little bit of time. But let me show you the first one because OBS actually responded to this with a complaint against Streamlabs as well. But Streamlabs is apologizing and saying they're going to remove OBS from their name. And this stems from this here. Hey, can I copy your homework? Yeah, just change it up a bit so it's not obvious you copied. Bet. So Lightstream is another service, right? So Streamlabs, StreamYard, OBS, they're streaming they're streaming services for people. So like I use StreamYard, right?
Mm-hmm.
Streamlabs is another one.
I thought Streamlabs and OBS were the same like company or whatever.
They're not, and we'll get into it. But as you can see on here, they basically just straight up copied, like almost point for fucking point, the layout from one of their competitors, right? Like level up your Xbox and PlayStation streams, level up your console streams. How does it work? Activate personalized stream, activate personalized stream. Cloud capture for console streams, cloud capture for console streams. Full layout and design, like it's literally, it's like a fucking, it's as close to a direct copy as you will get, right? Now, OBS does respond to this, right? Which is what this apology here was about. Near the launch of Slops, Streamlabs OBS, Streamlabs reached out to us about using the OBS name. We kindly asked them not to. They did so anyway and followed up by filing a trademark. We tried to sort this out in private, and they have been uncooperative at every turn.
Jesus.
We're often faced with confused users and even companies who do not understand the difference between the two apps. Support volunteers are sometimes met with angry users demanding refunds. We've had interactions with several companies who did not realize our apps were separate. Legally, they have obeyed the terms of the GPL, but they have repeatedly disregarded the spirit of open source and of giving back. Despite these actions by Streamlabs, the OBS project will continue to provide free open software and tools for everyone. We'll continue to support our users, the community, and our amazing developers with their for their hard work. So again, LOL slops. Yeah,
I know. Yeah, I know. They're
like if you do streaming, at least one of the companies that's involved here, right? Because Streamlabs, OBS, and Lightstream are all pretty well-known services. I think Lightstream's probably the lesser known of them, but I think it's been coming up. I like StreamYard, but people use OBS to stream. I think Sen uses OBS to do his streams too.
I've tried, and it's very confusing.
Yeah, and like I found this thing. I was just a little bit like, this is just a scummy fucking company, right? Like, I don't care that you have a service, right? I don't care if it's a service that runs on open source network or whatever. It doesn't really matter to me, right? Mm-hmm. But like, for you to take their fucking name and throw it onto your name. Now, obviously, you did it because OBS has, more legitimacy. But then you created problems for OBS because people think your companies are connected. Right? And they asked you not to do it.
Like, I thought that Streamlabs OBS and OBS were a part of the same company or whatever, and that Streamlabs was like the streaming side of the company.
I thought the same thing too, but then I was like, but OBS has its own streaming.
Yeah, like I noticed that, but like I thought Streamlabs was like kind of not like a DLC or whatever, but it was like more streamer friendly, because OBS itself is like really kind of crusty with its features on streaming.
Well, look, I'll put it like this. I think the user interface with Streamlabs is better than OBS, but the thing is, it's the same software.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So they're using the same software.
Yeah.
It's no difference in terms of the quality of the streams. It might be a difference in how you like get it set up. I mean, probably that would be a thing, but it's shitty for fucking Streamlabs to do that to OBS, right? When OBS is doing this open source software for everyone to use.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's what happens when you get greedy and stupid, and you're a terrible company. Anyways,
capitalism.
Fuck you, Redsky. Let's talk about Ohmwrecker.
Oh no, our favorite little bitch.
Okay, so look,
Oh god.
this over here, this is when he was like beefing with this person, right? But to my understanding, there's another individual that Ohmwrecker had a fight with. And I'm not entirely sure what happened because that person's account's been suspended. So
why is their account suspended?
they were fighting with Ohmwrecker and they had some DMs from Ohmwrecker.
Huh.
So I don't know. Like I really don't know. This one's a weird one for me.
DMs that I'm assuming Ohmwrecker doesn't want to be seen.
Well, I don't know if it's true or false. Like I don't know if it was an allegation of something. Again, it got suspended pretty fucking quick. So who knows? Like I really have no fucking idea. But
Okay.
actually, I think it's this person here. Sen, you have all the receipts. Sen, fucking, can you send them to me on Discord really quick?
Yeah, I think Sen was going over some of them earlier.
Yeah, I meant to ask him about it. Hey, Rain, you're in the chat. So what are these fucking screenshots? What are these messages with Ohmwrecker? I am genuinely curious, and you can go ahead and tell us when we go over it. But your account also got suspended, so I'm wondering why it got suspended. But Redsky, did you know anything about this?
I knew a little bit about it, just from mainly Sen's stream, but then I had to leave.
What was going on Sen's stream?
Nah, he just had TJ on. They were talking about it. Yeah, he already kind of went over them. Ohmwrecker was basically, he was threatening this person. He even apparently had their docs. Because he was like, you live in this state. And yeah, it was just like, literally everything he stands against. He was like harassing her and stuff.
Well, okay, so Hey Rain's in the chat. So Hey Rain, he was harassing you? But why was he harassing you? I'm curious. Was it over? Like, did you accuse him of something? Did you say something? Did you upset him? Did you tell him he wasn't standing up for the victims and he lost his shit? Because I know he really doesn't like that.
He doesn't like a lot of things.
Why was it dead silence when I fucking hell?
Because we're waiting for her.
He's assuming I'm behind the alt accounts. I'm assuming I was banned because I had a past suspension. So yeah, Ohm messaged somebody. I think it was this person actually on Instagram, and was saying like a bunch of shit, like threatening with legal action. Basically, and was like, "I know you live in Iowa." And
sorry, I was taking a hit when you.
He was just threatening a woman, basically. So he went to this person's account on Instagram and started kind of like threatening her with legal action and shit. And he was saying like a lot of creepy shit that he would need to like go ahead and, actually search for. So he went ahead and then he went into specifics and was like, "I know you live in this precise location. I don't think you understand the gravity of the shit you're doing or whatever." Right. So like, the guy that's going to protect women is like threatening a woman, but that's cool. And
you know what, Sen? I'm gonna have so much fun because tomorrow I'm gonna upload a video, and the video is just gonna be titled
"Rose of Judgment."
It's literally just gonna be titled "Ohmwrecker threatens woman into silence."
Yeah. Hold on, I'll send them to you. They're like 3.
Yeah, send it over to me. Hey, Rain, add me on Discord. Hold on.
Add me on Discord. I'm Crow. Crow, where do you want? What chat do you want? Which one of our chats, or do you want it just directly?
Send it on Discord. Just send it.
I know which one of our chats, or do you want it directly?
Yeah, DM it to me.
Okay.
Because Hey Rain says we got more too. So
Hey Rain. Hey Rain. All right, that's 1. 2, 3. Hey Rain.
So just so I'm getting this straight, Ohmwrecker thought this woman was somebody that she wasn't.
There's
another
account out there that proves that they are or something. I don't know. That person blocked me, so I couldn't go over shit. And Ohmwrecker got mad.
Okay. Well, okay. So Whether
He
they
wants
are,
to
they
sue
are.
me now, by the way. I'm added to the lawsuit or whatever the fuck he's doing.
Oh,
Did he?
It's
Oh,
me
God.
and you, Crow. It's me and you now.
Oh wait. I'm in a lawsuit, dude.
I don't know. He's doing all this legal talk.
Oh, Wrecker,
my
you
attorney.
have to
It's all
issue
talk.
a cease and desist through your attorney to me. Okay, all right. And until you do that, I don't give a shit that you're talking about suing people. You idiot. Okay, I will talk about you. People give me stories about you. I will talk about them because I think they're relevant. And I think the public needs to know about your history and your behaviors. The same way you feel the public needs to know about everything your friends have ever said or done.
No,
there we go.
Registration emails.
But I won't lie about you. And if you force me to, I will correct the record. Okay? When Omrecker was upset that I got the details wrong about his lawsuit, okay, I corrected it, and I let everybody know that, yes, he indeed let somebody put their fingers up his bum, right, and did not report the incident so that he could compile evidence on his own and run his own side investigation while the harassment is occurring, and then later use the results of said investigation against his employer when his employer was willing to just fire the person immediately, which they did the moment Omrecker told them.
OmniWrecker.
Oh, man.
So wait, Sen, did he like try and serve you with a cease and desist, or did he just say that?
He just started bitching to John for like 3 hours, and John got mad at him because
I would too.
His Omrecker is just saying, "I'm gonna sue your friends," lol, and like I don't know, John doesn't like that.
Well,
fuck you, Omrecker.
I mean, you know, here's the thing. One of these days, Omrecker is going to be doing something really stupid, and I'm waiting for that.
All right, they're sent, bro. I'm done. There's all 4 of them.
Okay, perfect. This is gonna be a lot of fun.
I'm gonna eat pizza rolls with the boys.
All right, everybody. So tomorrow, my video on Omrecker threatening a woman into silence will be going up. I'm sure he'll appreciate it. Let's talk about one final thing before we jump into the technicals video. Why are Batman and Tony Stark trending on Twitter? What the fuck?
Because they're the most powerful men in comic books.
Well, one of them is already dead.
Yeah, but he can come back to life. Have you never heard of the Lazarus Pit?
Wait. First off, what? No, Tony Stark's the one who died, and Batman is the most popular.
Let's
but
bring
he's not
him
the
back.
most powerful, and Iron Man is neither.
Let's bring him back.
Okay. Almost everyone who talks to Ohm is in a lawsuit. Yeah, it's pretty funny. Thank you for the super chat, Lopez.
All right.
Okay, so wait, wasn't there something about Ohm being a pedo too?
Yeah, that was the allegations that sparked his interest and made him like reach out.
That's why he was freaking out on that girl?
Yes.
Okay. So, and again, we don't know if that girl actually is or isn't involved in it.
Yeah, there's the assumption that she ran to the accounts that got suspended posting the story, and that's why Ohm directly contacted them on Instagram.
They're making Tony Stark the new Doctor Strange. Well, go fuck themselves.
Wait, I think he meant to say they're making Doctor Strange the new Tony Stark.
Oh,
maybe, but like maybe they are doing that in the comics. You never know.
That's cool, though. What do you have against that, Crow?
Look, there was an alternate timeline thing where it happened, but let's be real. Tony Stark doesn't believe in magic.
That's true.
Yeah. Like
kind of based.
Yeah.
He's seen magic, he's experienced magic, and he still doesn't fucking believe in it.
He's an atheist. He's a non-believer.
So, have you guys heard what's been going on in the Rittenhouse trial?
No.
I stopped paying attention after I am just so over it at this point. And I hate to admit that because it's obviously like a really important, like it's a 17-year, no, not 17 anymore.
Oh my God, dude, just say that you're not interested. Holy shit.
Yeah.
You know, I get to being not interested when you go on a long fucking talk about it. I don't know, man. I don't know. It seems like you're more interested than you're letting on. Anyways, yeah, so look, they're doing jury deliberations, but some interesting stuff's been coming out about it. The first thing that came forward was Jack Posobiec, is a journalist. He tweeted out that 2 of the jurors were citing that there were fears of being targeted based on their decision. The jury continued deliberations. Now, they've asked for like specific things to come back to them, right? And I don't know necessarily what that's I don't know necessarily what that's related to, but I've heard some of the legal analysts saying things like they think that the jury's working on an acquittal, but you have like 2 or 3 holdouts. And that's why they keep going back through the evidence, because the holdouts are trying to convince the other members. They said you see that with juries sometimes, but it's hard to say what's going on there. Now, the interesting thing is they're going for a mistrial right now. And they're going for a mistrial based on the prosecutor not turning over evidence to the defense attorneys, right? And this is actually pretty interesting. And it seems like not only did they not turn over evidence, but they may have just lied in court about it, right? And here's what basically happens, right? The jury requests to view this video, right? The defense is pointing out like, well, the video, they're talking about like putting on the TV and everything. They're kind of going back and forth on it. And then the DA says, well, we have the better, goes like, our version is better, right? And the defense is like, what do you mean your version is better? This is the one that you entered into evidence, right? And they're like, no, this is our version. And they're like, well, this is the one that and they go like, that's the one you entered into evidence. And they're like, this is the one that you turned over to us. And so they have this like whole hearing about it, right? Where they're like going for a mistrial, and they're going like, look, Your Honor, they gave us this video, right? And this video is a downgraded version of the one that they say they have. In our video, you can't make anything out. Their video is much more cleaned up, and we've never had this entered into evidence. We used the video that they gave us in our closing argument, and now they're having the jury go over this much better enhanced version of this video for their decision, and that's not fair, right? And the DA is like, no, it's the same video. You guys screwed up because when we gave it over to you, the video must have compressed, and now you have a lower quality video. But that's not our fault. That's what you did. And so the defense is like, no, you're fucking lying, because this video has a different file name than your file name. Also, this video says it was created, like the file was created 21 minutes before it was transferred over to us. So now you're at the point where it looks like the DA or the prosecutor's office manipulated evidence before turning it over to the defense team. I don't know if that is or isn't true, but what we do know is the defense was indeed given a different file, or at least that is the claim being made, and the prosecutor is arguing otherwise, and they're blaming the defense for screwing up. And now the judge is like, no. We're going to have to get experts in, and we're going to have to actually sit down and listen to everybody. Because look, if that happens and they put people under oath,
it's a big fucking deal.
That's a pretty big fucking deal. But that's the update on the Rittenhouse trial. There may be a verdict tomorrow. Again, people are saying it looks like there is like 2 or 3 holdouts who are holding up the process. But who knows?
So you said people are like afraid of being targeted.
That was a tweet put out by Jack Posobiec, who's a journalist. So it's just speculation.
It's not actually like...
He's got a source that says it's a U.S. Marshal that made the claim. I don't know. But as of right now, there are people fighting outside of the courthouse.
Oh.
Yeah.
When you say fighting, are you talking about like actual like physical like fighting, or just like really loud protests?
Well, honestly, when it comes down to all of that shit, it should be somewhat concerning if there's violence taking place outside the courthouse, right? Because the jury has to go through that shit. And if they think that they could be targeted, then you have a tainted jury.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's not... I just wonder who is or like why they're being targeted. And
well, I mean,
it's
look,
the defense or the prosecution that's targeting them or something like
during
that.
the Chauvin trial, I think one of the former homes of a juror was sent the head of a dead pig. So look,
wait, what?
Yeah, that happened in the Chauvin trial. Yep,
that's disgusting.
Well, yeah, I mean, here's the thing, right? It's like literally you're just sending a message. I don't know if this guy is or isn't going to vote to convict the guy, but you know what? I'm going to threaten him so I can just make sure that he won't vote to acquit him.
God, dude, people are fucking disgusting.
Yeah, okay, the two arrested were fighting. Yeah. I mean, I'm of course they're disgusting. 100% they're disgusting. Anyways, let's jump into the video, the main video tonight's topic, the technical ZeRo video. Now, for all of you who are unaware, wait, hold on. I wanted to talk about this thing while Sen was here, but he went off to go eat pizza rolls. But I wanted his opinion on something. But God damn it, Sen. Sen, you and your stupid fucking pizza
that
rolls.
One Mr. Sen.
Yeah. Dude, Ricada Laws began like 100,000 viewers on his live streams.
I mean, at least there's some good coming out of it.
Yeah, it is fucking nuts. But you know what? I tuned in today and fucking Quartering was on there.
Oh,
and I was like,
wait, on the panel?
Yeah, and I was like, what the fuck is Quartering doing here? I don't get me wrong, right? I get Quartering's got like way more subs and everything, but I mean, usually the reason why I liked watching the Ricada panels is literally just because they're all attorneys or they have some sort of legal expertise. And I don't know if he did or didn't dip, but I remember I was watching, I had to tune out, and when I tuned back in, he wasn't on there anymore. But yeah, he jumped on, said hi to everybody. He asked them if they thought the verdict was going to come in today. They basically said no, and then he was kind of gone. So I don't know if he was on there for a longer time than that, but
that's odd.
I was like, dude, like, are you not gonna like participate? I don't know, man. Maybe he was on there for longer. I had to leave and I came back. But it was weird seeing him on there. Not like I get it, he's got like a ton of subs and everything, but
it's weird that he would just like.
Well, because it's like a legal, like you know what I mean. It was like a legal panel and everything, and then you have Quartering jump in.
Yeah,
I was like, he felt a little out of place. I think he knew he was a little out of place.
Chat says, "Oh, okay." Someone says that he lives near Kenosha, so
yeah, like he's done videos on it, but I mean, like again, he's not a legal guy.
yeah, clearly not.
Yeah, that's all I meant.
I don't think making a ton of videos about Brie Larson has anything to do with legal situation.
I was thinking about it, right? And look, I think Quartering may hedge more on the side of doing it a bit too much, but I don't have an issue with people who do repetition.
No, definitely not. Like, personally, for me, it's not to my liking, but like, obviously, it worked for him.
Oh yeah, he was on for 20 minutes. Yeah, like I don't know, man. I thought it would have been interesting to like see how he reacted to things. I was like, he's not really a legal expert.
20 minutes is, I mean, sort of a while.
No, because like, dude, he goes on for like 9 hours. Like,
yeah,
I think Ricada's stream from yesterday or maybe the day before has 1 million views and it's 9 hours long, and it's fully monetized. And I was just sitting there going, like, how much fucking money do you think that guy made on that?
Yeah, I mean,
realistically,
with the amount of live viewers,
the amount of ad revenue too. Like, just honestly, think about the amount of ad revenue on that video.
Yeah.
God damn. But no. Realistically, though, I think if Quartering was on there, it would have been more interesting if he was on there when the trial was actually happening. Because there's stuff you can react to during the trial. But like right now, all you can do when you tune in to watch anybody is just go over their analysis of the trial because there's nothing happening right now. Or go over their analysis as like they're getting, the jury asked for this and they're talking about why they think that's happening. But otherwise, it's a little boring because there's really nothing going on.
Yeah.
9 hours, that's crazy. Yeah, 9 hours. And the thing is, like, Ricada will stream for like 9 hours during the daytime, and then he goes on at night and streams for like another 4 to 5 hours.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's fucking nuts.
How do you sit there for that long?
I don't know. His ass has to fucking hurt though. Like I get uncomfortable. The chair I bought was like specifically like an office chair to be sat in for long periods of time. But like after 4 hours, I'm like, fuck, dude, I gotta stand
because
up.
people aren't meant to sit for extremely extended periods of time.
But dude, he's gotta.
I mean, you got to do what you got to do.
But you know, to his credit, though, right? You know, it's not just that he's got that many people watching. It's that the trial right now, there's nothing happening. It's just deliberations. Mm-hmm. Occasionally, there will be a question. I think the biggest thing today was the mistrial thing, but that happened hours late into the night. So, really? Yeah. So, you know, you got to imagine this guy's got this whole audience here, and all they're doing is sitting there just watching because of him. Like, hey, that's tough. Even for like a really good fucking YouTuber, that's tough to keep that many people entertained. And all you're doing is sitting there talking. Fuck, man. That's impressive. You know, like, you got to fucking give it to him.
No, absolutely.
And it's not like it's a show where like you got like what Steven Crowder or the H3 podcast or any of the other stuff where they can like throw skits in or things like that to keep you entertained, right? Like,
yeah, he's literally just sitting there and watching.
Yeah, all off the cuff, all off the fucking cuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, Quartering thought the prosecution totally misread the jury with the sometimes you have to take a beat. I think everybody would be like, what do you fucking mean? This is the one thing I never understood. When they tried to argue, you know, he's bringing a gun in, and that means that he's responsible for when they want to beat him up, and he's got to take it. I was like,
doesn't mean you deserve getting beaten up. Holy shit.
Well, the whole point of having the gun is, though, that they can't beat you up. And if they try to, you can shoot them. I guarantee you, I'm not going to let them, like, put their fucking hands on me. Are you stupid?
Oh, yeah.
Bro, like, here's the thing. Like, one shot to the head, you can take me out, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if you get my gun from me, then, like, I'm dead. Like, because here's the thing. If you've shown that you are willing to assault me, right, why would I assume that you're not willing to go the next step?
No, absolutely. And especially because those guys, like, communist fucking revolutionary domestic.
Oh, dude,
I mean, again, like,
pedophile.
Yeah, I well, with like the pedophile and the domestic abuser, Kyle obviously didn't know that they were like that. But like, it's just like these people, they were rioting and had all this aggression and stuff.
Oh my gosh. Nick went over the blogger's article that prosecutor Stay Puffed flipped out on the witness during cross. Apparently, Binger's former email was Flipperboy 2004. Okay, no. Okay, it gets better.
Oh my god.
It gets better. Apparently, he was living with his really good friend, Judge Chad Kirkman. Okay, I gotta show you guys this.
And who is this Chad Kirkman?
He's a total fucking Chad, is what he is.
Oh.
So
really?
Yeah, there is a theory right now that that he
just a theory
that he is gay and that he's getting pounded by Chad. But
oh god.
But here you go. This is
what the fuck?
I would call this evidence.
Oh my god.
But
no, that's just memers being memers. But I appreciate that. That's good. That's good.
I mean, dude, everybody's eyes. You know where they're. Even she knows. Even she knows. Look at that smirk. Even she fucking knows what everyone's looking at. And this motherfucker's like, eyes are up there, gentlemen. Fuck off.
I mean, he could just be a soy boy too.
I mean, it's probably both, but like, come on. Let's be honest. And yeah, he is to live with his good buddy Chad Kirkman.
His very good buddy who is very platonic. Most certainly. Oh my, that's funny though. I wouldn't be surprised. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh my god. Oh gosh, I do have some stuff that I think you guys will like. Give me a second.
Sen, when are you getting back from your pizza rolls? Holy shit.
He'll be gone for a while.
He's always gone for a while.
Yes, he is. Okay, so
What you got?
The best Rittenhouse meme.
The best.
Yes. Hold on.
Okay, wow. You've piqued my interest. I want to see this.
Okay, so
I remember this one.
This one's the best one. Okay, let's talk about this.
Yeah, I mean, what is this? Oh no, what is this?
Mask up, because real heroes wear a mask. Yeah.
What? Wait, hold up. What's going on? What is this?
This is Superman. Okay.
Yeah, but what's happening? Why are they wearing masks?
Because of COVID-19.
What the fuck?
Yes.
Oh my god. What the fuck is this world coming to?
Bro, come on, dude. Comics are seriously, it's escapism. Why the fuck did you put COVID-19 into your fucking comic book? And why the fuck is Superman wearing the fucking mask? Right? To show solidarity, the guy flies at super speed.
God.
He'd tear that shit off his fucking face. What the fuck are you doing? What the fuck is this shit? Come on, just don't put COVID into your fucking comic book, you absolute fucking moron. Who the fuck wants to read? Come on, right? Can you imagine this, right? You spent a whole year, fucking lost your job or you took a big pay cut, fucking COVID made everybody depressed. You're sitting at fucking home, and you open your fucking comic books, your basic escapism to just get away from this shit. And here's Superman wearing his fucking mask to protect himself from COVID-19. I would literally go open my fucking window and just say bye-bye. Because why?
So much for being the Man of Steel.
God damn.
Oh god, dude. People who write comic books these days and stories and all that shit, why do they suck so much?
There's many reasons for that. I don't know why you even asked me that question.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just trying to wrap my head around it. This is Jesus Christ. I knew things were bad with comic books, but I didn't realize they were this bad.
You see me saying Drago, thank you for the super chat. Sen is currently skittering on all fours down in the basement to eat his pizza rolls like a cryptid. Don't worry, this behavior is common and he'll be back. I don't know if I want him back if that's what he's doing in his basement.
Yeah, no. None of that.
Fucker. Why? Let's watch Technical's video though.
Yes. I actually have not seen the video, so this will be a raw reaction.
Existed in the first place would be true beyond a reasonable doubt, coupled with the fact that
I was trying to skip past the intro. There we go.
today officially marks the beginning and end of an era in Smash history. In the past year, we've seen a growth in distrust of leadership, entire cases turned upside down, and a once silent majority no longer afraid to question the status quo. I mean, why shouldn't they? The loudest ones are the reason both you and I are here in the first place. But as I said before, that ends today. Because today I'll show you how two of the biggest cases in Smash history have never been solved. Until now.
Gonzalo Raul ZeRo Barrios Castro,
most famous for his 56 consecutive tournament win streak back in his prime, received attention from mainstream news publications for something a lot less awe-inspiring. It appears that much like D1, he incurred the wrath of his detractors by making an initial statement on those that were accused prior to himself. Jisoo's tweet would reignite old stories, and even spark new ones as they tried to add their voices to the conversation. As we all know, this resulted in her creating a 64-page 58-page document that was used as the primary reference in both conversation and media coverage. However, even after all of our digging, we've only been over half of what's been said about ZeRo. If you're new here, don't worry, because I'm about to recap everything we already know about the ZeRo case.
So, again, Jisoo's involvement in the ZeRo accusations immediately cast like major doubt over everything. Given her history, given her character, given her behavior, given that we know that not only will she lie, but she will brazenly fucking lie about other individuals, and primarily for her own benefit. We're not talking about somebody who is psychologically unstable and it's just like, you know, crazy. We're talking about someone who knows what they are doing and does it knowing the harm that they will cause because it will provide them some sort of benefit. Absolute fucking monster. You want a link for the ZeRo stuff? Yeah, I'll send it to you now. Give me a second here.
Yeah, Jisoo. She's disgusting. She's fucking nasty. Didn't she like advocate for like the suicide of Sky Williams or something like that? Like, wasn't
she basically, I think in ZeRo and Sky Williams' case for both of them, she became upset when people were concerned about them self-harm. Yeah. Which is just fucking horrific. But I'm not sure what else we can expect from an individual like that.
Well, that's where it's almost like maybe she is a bit insane if she's going that far.
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't give that to her. I would absolutely not give her that.
Really? No.
I don't think she deserves it. I don't think that she deserves any sort of benefit of the doubt or anybody saying that, hey, you know, maybe she's not completely responsible for her actions because of this.
Oh, no. I think she's completely responsible. I just think she's really insane as well with wanting to advocate for the suicide of people.
Yeah, but like when you imply, okay. So just to be clear, when you imply that somebody's insane, right? You're basically arguing that, hey, they're nuts, they're crazy, they can't help themselves. She absolutely fucking can. She knows everything. She knows what she's doing. She knows the harm it's going to cause. She doesn't fucking care. Yeah.
Okay.
Question is what were her motives? By the way, what's up, guys?
What's up?
From 2009 to 2010, Craigslist was caught in a legal battle over their adult services category, which functioned as a message board for sex workers and online dating. Because of this and raising concerns over sex trafficking, Craigslist began pre-screening ads posted in the adults category to prohibit.
Have you seen Technicals and Nick argue back and forth about the video yesterday? Yes. I actually have some of that pulled up, and we'll go over that later. Also, Vic, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good. What about y'all? I see y'all doing good, and Sen just being a ghost. That's pretty.
Yeah,
good.
you know, Sen doesn't.
It's the usual night.
Yeah. Shannon, how big are those pizza rolls, man?
I don't know, man.
He's probably choking them down one by one.
You know what I think? I think he choked on the pizza rolls. He's on his basement floor, dead. We're all just sitting here fucking mocking him. And then in like 2 hours, we're gonna realize what happened, and we're gonna feel fucking terrible.
Oh man.
Yeah.
F in the chat for Sen.
But not me, because that motherfucker died eating pizza rolls, so I know he went out how he lived.
Yeah.
Base,
bro. Crow, you need a profile pic. Was a crow having the shades?
No, I don't. No,
yes,
you
do.
I like my category. It was never an escorts category. Oh my god, you
swine! Why would you think that?
You pigs! It was never called an escort category.
No,
it was the. It was like the personnel. It's like the personnels, right? It was like men for women, right? And if you clicked on it, it never said it was for escorts. But when you clicked on it, all it had were ads from escorts. So and it's like I remember because Craigslist like had this like thing, and they were like, oh, we're so sorry for everyone who's like met people through the service and all this shit. And I'm sitting there like laughing my ass off, going, bro, all it is escort ads. Nobody met anybody through your service that wasn't paid. Jesus Christ. Oh, we're so sorry for all the couples. What fucking couples? Bro, like they're not called couples. It's just called a long-term arrangement. Jesus.
Prohibit the publication of graphic images. With that being said, it seems unreasonable to assume that Jisoo's claim of having been shown multiple ads in 2014, which shouldn't have existed in the first place, would be true beyond a reasonable doubt. Coupled with the fact that she acquired zero testimony in a house filled with 20 plus people who would have likely seen this happening, considering it was shown on a big screen television in a shared room of 5. Coincidentally, everyone that I reached out to for comment, like Orion and some of her past roommates, deny any knowledge of this taking place during their stay. Also, for accuracy's sake, she wasn't 15. She was 16 ever since she arrived at Sky's house, which would have made ZeRo 19 at the time.
Okay, so 16 and 19 are the age ranges now.
It's literally almost like a high school age range.
Yeah.
Okay. So like again, that's assuming the Jisoo like stories are true. Like I don't fucking care. I think Jisoo's an awful person. I think she's an awful fucking person.
Yes.
Yeah, I'd rather go into the stuff with this whole Ice Cube thing because I don't even understand what the Ice Cube thing was.
I heard that there was something about an Ice Cube. But
not escorts, they're escorts, Crow.
I see what you did there.
Screw esports. We've got
but like, what was the Ice Cube thing? He was telling girls to do things with ice cubes.
I couldn't tell you because I didn't know.
I
just heard there was something with an Ice Cube.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with either, actually.
And at first, I'm not gonna lie, I literally thought they meant Ice Cube the rapper, and I was like, what the fuck is he doing with them?
Oh my god. Alright, cool. I'm gonna hit play. I just have to go run and pee really fast. So I'll just leave it running.
Alrighty. Redsky, we're carrying the stream.
Yes.
A day after Jisoo posted her allegation, Leffen, purely out of the goodness of his
hello,
heart,
Leffen.
posted an entirely fabricated story
Fuck
to make
him.
Jisoo's
He
look
took
more
his
credible.
words
But
back
it's
really
okay
fast,
because
didn't
he did
he?
it as his friend.
Yes,
In this
he did.
story, he accuses ZeRo of looking at hentai with
Oh,
Japanese
man.
players he had just
Oh,
met at
Leffen.
Apex when he was a minor, when in actuality, they were looking at fully clothed waifus. I'm not going to reveal the
Wait,
identity
that
of
was
the Japanese
hentai?
player who corroborated ZeRo's story simply because he wishes to remain anonymous.
Oh my
But if
God.
Leffen would
People
like to
always
have
change the
even one
definitions of
person
things, my
involved
God.
back him up, he's more than welcome to
Honestly,
do
I
so.
can't be
But he's
surprised
not
anymore,
going to
considering
because no one agrees
look
with
at,
him.
look
Well,
at, look at
maybe
everyone on the
except for
internet
Lima,
nowadays.
who wasn't even there.
The fact that Leffen confirmed you look at hentai with people you barely know completely contradicts what you said about this being out of character for you to do.
Imagine typing this out with 100% sincerity.
Aha!
Checkmate,
Like
ZeRo! You do look at anime pussy in public! See? Look, everyone! Leffen proved it!
I'm pretty sure he
ZeRo
wouldn't be the only
manipulated
one.
and blinded
Imagine
his audience very
taking
well
Leffen's
into
word
attacking
for
his
it.
victim, who finally
Yeah, I mean,
mustered the
did you
courage
ever
to
see
share a
his
story against
response
the
video
big
when the
game in
allegations
Smash.
came out?
ZeRo stabbed and wounded this
I
infant.
don't
who
know too
finally
much about
found the
Leffen,
courage
but
to
he's
speak out
just a
after being
scumbag.
shown a full-length
Yeah,
director's cut of Boku
I
no
mean,
Pico.
I wouldn't say he's
Stunning,
the biggest scumbag.
and quite
in the community,
frankly,
but
Oh no, definitely not. But he's
God forbid a woman be uncomfortable.
fucking
I'm
I would
sure we
say,
can
though,
all
I would
agree
not
that
consider him
harassing
the Prince
someone is
Zuko of
bad,
the Smash
but
community,
making a
because some people
500
refer to
plus
it as
word
that.
essay on
Yeah.
an unsubstantiated claim that you have nothing to do with, I would argue, would make anyone uncomfortable. Because you clearly have way too much time on your hands. I guess you could use the attention since you're not getting it
But
from
once
ESPN.
Crows comes back out, once he pauses it, I'll basically give you the rundown of Leffen's
Yeah.
response. Because
Sounds-
in his
Leffen
response,
still
he tried to
felt like he
basically
hadn't
go
proved
with the
his
moral
friendship
high
to
ground
ZeRo, so he
of it
shared
all
yet another
when
false
the
story
allegations
that
came out.
accidentally damaged his reputation.
Why am I
Damn,
not surprised?
really can't catch a break, huh?
The goal of the Twitlonger was to show that ZeRo frequently exchanged hentai with his audience, which, much like the Apex story, would make Jisoo seem far more believable.
The context to these screenshots is that ZeRo would have constant disputes in his Discord over who could join his mafia lobbies, so he half-jokingly decided whoever sent him the best hentai would get a spot. One of the only times that ZeRo has sent hentai to his audience directly is when he made an animation for his stream that triggered after a large donation, which had a hidden NSFW ending. But viewers demanded to see the full version, so ZeRo decided if
Like
they
they
cheered or
always do.
subbed and
Yeah, what
confirmed they
the
were
fuck?
18 or older, he would send
The
them
viewers
the full
are the
animation.
problem.
However, one of ZeRo's mods who
You know,
did see that
at least
always
someone
went on
knows.
Twitter and framed it
Not
as
many
if ZeRo
people
was
will admit
wholly
that.
irresponsible with ages. Even though his trusted moderator, the one person whose age he didn't check, was a legal adult anyways. They have since publicly
This
apologized
is
for
why
their
sometimes
tweets
you need-
and
actually need
confirmed
to
that
check
ZeRo
for
did in
age
fact
sometimes.
check.
Sorry about that. I'm back.
Oh, hey, Krell's back, man.
happened?
What?
What did
I
I
was
miss?
asking what he miss.
I mean, we were kind of talking over the video, so
Yeah, but
Huh.
we didn't miss much. But I was like, Reski made the good point of like, you know, they wanted to see the full version of what that hentai stuff was, and I was like, oh my god, and it's like, and Reski makes a good point of okay, the obvious one being viewers are mostly the problem.
yeah. Like they were the ones asking for it. I mean, yeah, maybe he shouldn't have like shown it to them or whatever, but like viewers are fucking persistent people.
Well, look, that there are definite problems with doing that, regardless if the viewers asked you to or not. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and there was also the left part you missed about what was him and ZeRo apparently, you know, watching hentai in public.
You know what? I would judge, but I've been to San Francisco Pride. I know shit that goes on.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's like this. Why is I mean, this it doesn't sound like a big a deal after all. Just look at the community at hand here. Look at, I mean, you're talking about a Smash community, right? Who most of them we probably know are would probably be into that stuff. So I wouldn't be surprised they're openly perverted about
I'm
it.
just saying, bro. I'm just saying. You live in San Francisco for a little bit, or for like any amount of time, and you witness an SF Pride. Bro, like none of this shit phases me. You want to tell these guys were watching hentai in public? I'm like, what, bro? Really? Like, fuck, man. I watch.
I don't live in San Francisco. It's terrible there.
Bro. Literally, in SF Pride, you will watch naked dudes walking other naked dudes around on leashes.
Oh,
okay.
Oh my god, that sounds
So,
crazy.
so you're gonna fucking tell me fucking hentai and
What
shit?
the fuck is wrong with people?
How about Beta Breakers, which is basically just a bunch of fucking nudists running around the city?
That's
Okay,
terrifying.
look. I'm just saying, none of this shit you're telling me is gonna fucking phase me.
Yeah.
He watched hentai in public. How crass, how crude. Dude, really?
I mean, people probably
Really?
watch porn in public
Oh
all the
my
time.
goodness.
Different
With their
perspectives.
friend groups,
believe me.
probably.
Oh, tips
Yeah,
to that.
Yeah, I've heard stories of that before in my old college, where apparently in one of the dorms they went into the lounge and he just watched a porno.
I like your
together.
profile, Vic. It's very
Oh, thanks.
very-
Also, Sen, where
Yeah.
the fuck were you?
Yeah, how
Oh,
are
I'm
those-
ch-
how are
I'm with
those
the I'm
pizza
in our
rolls?
chat with the boys and like
Yeah, dude, how many pizza rolls did you? How big were they? Did you eat like a huge?
oh no, those are
size
the ones
bucket
that
of them?
Redsky gets. They're the one Redsky gets. It's not too much.
The Totino's ones?
Yes.
Dude, but I eat those when I'm on the stream and I'm talking.
Well, hey, Sen.
But I told
Hear me out,
Sen.
Sen.
With our boys.
Sen, hear me out, son. How's this though? What if I made you a Cajun chicken pasta?
Oh, that
Now
sounds.
that
pretty
sounds
good.
something like
Yeah, that sounds
really
like an
good.
upgrade from the shit I eat. So
Yeah,
I'll
no,
take it.
literally.
I'll
Done.
take it. I'll take it.
Done.
It's homemade. It's better for you.
Oh yeah, dude, it's fucking amazing. It's very easy to make too. That's the best part.
Really?
Oh yeah, totally. You grill some fucking chicken, you throw some onions in there, you put some fucking penne noodles, toss it with some tomatoes, chicken broth, and then you just let that shit boil covered for like, I don't know, like 12 minutes or so.
Yeah, I work in a kitchen and like it sounds complicated to make, but it actually is surprisingly easy.
Nah, yeah, it's easy as shit.
Yeah.
Oh, it tastes delicious. All right, let's get back into the video. I got really distracted. But pizza rolls are great too. Like I still have pizza rolls in my freezer.
Oh yeah, no, they're good for like like if you're too lazy to make something.
That's what they're good for. They're good for when you're too fucking lazy to do shit.
It's just Sen it took so long to eat them. We probably thought he ate like a whole.
Oh no, I
bucket
had
of
to
them.
do other shit. Well, I'm listening to the boys in chat too.
Mm.
Interesting stories being told.
Speak for the people.
Hell yeah.
Wait,
dude.
what boys and what trap?
Look at the chat that we're in right now. Look at Discord. You'll see it.
Oh shit!
It's the Wait. Oh no, you're not in there. Never mind. Never mind. It's a chat. I'll tell you. I'll invite you later.
No, invite me now.
Okay.
Crow needs to know now. He's calling you out and on stream.
It's gonna ring though. It's gonna.
I don't
ring.
care.
Don't
Just-
open the chat.
I'm not going to show the screen. I got a YouTube video pulled up. Jesus.
Here. I added you.
Do.
All right. I stopped the ringing. There you go.
yeah.
Oh my god! What am I?
What is this?
Yeah.
Bro, I need so much context for this. I need so much context for this.
How do you like the name Crow?
This is great.
Yeah. That's good shit. Oh, I gotta go. I'll be right back. John.
Again, you just got here.
That's
a very Sen thing to do. He
Okay,
shows up
alright.
and then he leaves.
Okay, all right. We got to get back into the video.
Check for ages. Don't ask why Leffen was trying this hard to prove Jisoo right. You're going to break the simulation. Fuck you, Technicals. You are roach of cock. You are scum of Smash. And you make alert dramas like Camstar.
You know the funny thing is, those impressions probably were accurate.
I've listened to Leffen talk. Yes, that was actually pretty fucking spot on.
This is one of the reasons why I really enjoy technicals.
Tell us what the other reasons. Is it because he's black eye dubs?
Oh my god, Crow.
What?
Are you serious?
Well, yeah, Tommy likes it because he's black eye dubs. Do you also like black eye dubs?
I like that he makes long form content that it goes into deep dives. I like
eye dubs.
You see, I never actually watched iDubbbz, so I wouldn't really understand the reference.
Okay, but iDubbbz does do the same content, yes.
Okay.
And iDubbbz is white, yes.
Okay.
And Technicals is black, correct?
I mean, that's what it appears to be.
Okay, so then just like Tommy C, you appreciate black iDubbbz.
I mean, if you put it like that, then yes, I guess I do.
I mean, I see no other qualities of this gentleman that we should take note of.
Skin color is a personality trait these days, you know.
Yeah, it really is. Is that sad to think about?
No.
Go cry about it on
they're
Reddit
taking a
again,
hit.
pussy.
Huh?
In a 1 in a trillion odds, Jisoo managed to not only forget the very first line of her document, but also was unable to fit a 5-minute Google search of their ages into her already busy schedule. This resulted in hordes of followers demanding Vanessa's birth certificate after she accused her of being 15 while dating ZeRo. And when she spoke on this experience, she even goes as far as to say that it gave her post-traumatic stress disorder. But wait, there's more! In the same breath, Jisoo also insinuated that ZeRo beats women, citing rumors as her source. The magnitude of this fuck-up is actually...
I mean, look.
This is why we cite facts. So there's a balance. So that the truth comes out.
Okay. I want to address the technicals thing, but let me just address this comment here. Netflix is doing a One Piece adaptation, bro.
I have no hope for it.
Here's the thing. The people doing the One Piece adaptation apparently are the same people who did the Cowboy Bebop adaptation, and apparently Cowboy Bebop adaptation is dog shit.
Yeah, so I have no hope for it either.
So here's what I'm going to do. My adaptation, the one adaptation I have for One Piece is the anime, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because the main series is the manga. and everything else is non-existent. Because the last time I trusted live-action anime movies was Dragon Ball Evolution.
You know what was actually a good live-action anime movie?
No, because there's never been one. I'm gonna.
I was talking about JoJo Part 4.
JoJo Part 4. Okay, listen, still no.
I mean, you
So
can't lie,
impressive.
look good.
I think we should just let it slide. I mean, she clearly can't help it at this point. And as an educator, I take punching down on learning disabilities very seriously. Recap over! Congratulations! You're officially caught up. Now it's time to introduce the final 3 stories we've yet to address. And hopefully by the end, we can reach a verdict. Spoiler alert, Jisoo's involved in all of them. How fun.
Oh, yes, very fun.
What I didn't expect was another victim to speak up about ZeRo having asked her to do the same things while she was underage, and talk about possibly flying over and meeting her at a hotel in person.
This
actually
other
her
victim that
voice?
Jisoo is referring to is Laura. In the screenshots that follow her explanation, Laura details how ZeRo was likely gaslighting her into believing that she had lied about her age, saying, quote,
I would have never in my life said I was 20. Like, this is 100% damage control. There's no way he didn't know I was underage.
and
I had text logs last year when I tried contacting him on Discord and was really thinking of posting it online back then. But no one would have believed me, and I just gave up on it, I guess. But I've reset my PC since then, so the Skype chat logs are gone.
unquote. Damn, you reset your PC,
Convenient.
so you lost the screenshots, huh? That's unfortunate. The issue isn't that she doesn't have the conversations, it's that they don't support her case in the slightest.
The Skype messages still exist, but that's not the point. And he thought I was older. He did nothing wrong. I wouldn't share those Skype messages with anyone, though, at least not things that make him.
Okay. All right. See, I like that, right? See, straight into the point. The Skype messages still exist, but that's not the point. And he thought I was older. He did nothing wrong. Well, there you go. I think this would be a case closed story. But how many people do not give a shit and will point to this girl and say that he sexually abused her?
Way too many if they're on Twitter.
Quite a lot. Mainly the community that I like to dub the sexual assault community.
Well,
People who just love talking about SA and rape and all that shit constantly.
you mean like Repzilla's channel?
Yeah, he's one of them.
I still think that shit is fucking weird. Hey everybody, this girl was just groomed. Oh my god, there's these minors, they're raping the children. Positivity, dirtles!
Is that
Like,
all he
what
actually
the
talks about?
fuck?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, dude,
Oh,
it's
man.
fucking weird.
He actually
Huh?
believes Omewrecker.
How does he still have a following?
I don't know.
Well, okay. Well, let me just put something very clear here. I was informed that his audience was a little bit upset with me because they felt I guess they felt personally attacked by me making fun of his TBI. Because something about...
you know what I have to say to that? If he constantly keeps talking about it and using it as a quote-unquote explanation on why he gets shit wrong, I'm sorry, I'm going to make fun of it all I want. I don't care.
Well, here's the problem. They also apparently have some sort of traumatic brain injury or other sort of mental defect of some sort.
Wait,
and
all of them?
This is a...
Probably from watching too much Repzilla videos.
This is apparently a group of people within Repzilla's community that are specifically upset with me. And all I can say is, I think it's a little funny that everyone's mad at me for the whole TBI shit because they feel personally attacked by it, which would only lead me to believe there's a group of people that have congregated together over their shared feelings over their TBIs. And maybe I should just not listen to that group of people since their leader is Repzilla, a man who has used his TBI to excuse his foul and inappropriate behavior. Sorry, but I'm definitely not sorry about this one.
Not only that, but exploited it for monetary gain.
Oof.
That's
I will
always
say no
debate.
more on that.
look bad, unless I trust that person to not share it with anyone. I'd never want to damage ZeRo's reputation. He didn't even know I was a minor. I'm not a bad person. I'm really sorry.
Well, it doesn't get any more obvious than that, does it? I'm in genuine shock I get paid to do this. This puts our current lie tally from Jisoo at a solid 3.5. Vanessa being 15, ZeRo beating women, flying out a minor, and half a point for the hentai and Craigslist story. Because while it's extremely unlikely, it can't be disproven either. But truthfully, who gives a shit?
Yeah, I that's the way I feel about the whole hentai thing. If it was something he was doing at his house, I mean, dude, like.
Well, yeah, and then they like showed an anime girl or whatever fully clothed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not.
They were saying that was what people were calling hentai. It's like,
Oh, what? I mean, how?
Okay, then
How,
no.
Sway?
please
No.
explain that and let that make
Well,
sense.
okay, hold on. It could just to be clear, it could have been like a looted out fucking girl, but she still has her clothes on, right? It could have been something like that. But either way, I mean, like this is at his own house, right? But then I guess they're saying, well, but there was a minor there. I'm going like, I mean, you know,
Were they forced? Whatever. I don't even know anymore.
I mean, like, it doesn't sound like they were okay with the minor watching it. It sounds like the dude was in his space, and you know, the minor happened to stay in there in a room there, right? But it doesn't sound like. I mean, that's the way it sounded to me. I could be wrong though. To be fair, I could be wrong, but it didn't sound like. It didn't sound like he was playing it there for her, or playing it so that she could watch it or anything crazy like that. But I don't think I really fucking give a shit, because Jisoo is so fucking dishonest that I don't see any reason to fucking believe her in the first place.
Dude, if Jisoo says anything, I automatically assume that it's like 100% false.
Yeah.
That might be a stretch on my part, but that's honestly how I feel.
I mean, I don't blame you, considering she doesn't seem credible at all. Which leads me to the question: how is she?
She
was
seems
she
to
ever
have a vendetta, and
Yeah,
that
I mean,
she'll
like-
do anything to get what she wants.
And I'm just left with the question: how is she believed to be credible ever in the first place? That's my question.
Because of the Me Too movement.
Well, I mean, the Me Too movement, she was bullying people behind the scenes. Having ZeRo like immediately cave also gave her credibility.
Yeah, that's the sad part. I don't think ZeRo should have never done that in the first place. But
Well, he did it. That's on him.
yeah.
I debated adding this part because it honestly feels like a waste of time. So if you want to skip it, just know that it boils down to an anti-situation. The first woman, who is now 27 years old, is upset because she feels as if ZeRo tried to use her to add to his collection by asking her for nudes. She paints the picture that ZeRo talked of women as if they were achievements, while boasting his easily obtained infinity gauntlet of pictures. Keep in mind that there is no evidence to literally anything I'm saying right now, which is why I wanted to skip it in the first place, but since Jisoo thought it was important enough to document, I don't really have a choice now, do I? She feels as if ZeRo was her friend, yet blocked and cut her off when he started going steady with Vanessa. According to ZeRo, he was never really close friends with her in the first place, and he was already cutting off people from his hometown because he never planned on going back. There is testimony from others that witnessed them hanging out and her general attitude of ZeRo, even though she stated that she had a boyfriend and that was one of the things she was upset about. But then that devolves into a he said, she said, and I don't have time for that shit. The rest of her Twitlonger appears to contribute a decent amount of her self-esteem issues to ZeRo, which I don't think is very fair considering their minimal amount of interaction.
You know, to be clear, right? I'm not someone who says you should always dismiss he said, she said situations, right? You have to take it with a grain of salt, right?
Yeah.
But in a case like ZeRo's, where there's been someone like Jisoo attached, you would have to dismiss any he said, she said immediately, because there's too much dishonesty in regards to these people, right? There's just too much dishonesty surrounding their cases that you should not give anyone the benefit of the doubt. They have to show evidence, right? Certain times, I think it's relevant in the situation where someone is making the claim, but especially in this one, I see no reason to give it any type of credence, because even when someone makes a claim and they don't have the evidence, you can still say, well, it's a he said, she said. You know, you got to wait for some of the support to come out, yada yada. But in this one, I'm just like, no, fuck it, fuck it. Ignore it, ignore it, ignore it, ignore it. These people are too dishonest. I don't give a shit. Fuck off. Don't care.
Action. I'm not gonna lie, it honestly reads as projection.
The big takeaway here is that ZeRo now has a confirmed history of sexually exploiting women.
Fuck. Jisoo must have seen something I didn't, because that is a loaded statement. You confirmed it? How'd you confirm that one? Oh, you listened to a couple stories? Here, take it. Just take it. No, seriously, you deserve it. Please, just take it.
Another person
Okay, so remember when I was like going on about the whole it's been confirmed that Omewrecker by Omewrecker or whoever that Delirious was running that alt account.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going on like, it's saying something's confirmed, like it's confirmed by who? Right? Look at that girl. She has a Google Doc that's full of fucking bullshit. And she goes, it is confirmed. This has been confirmed. It's all confirmed. It's true. It's fact. It happened.
It still amazes me she did it in 58 pages.
But like that's the thing though. She's saying that she confirmed it. And we know this girl didn't actually do shit. So it's one of those things where you have to be careful. Because when people say something's confirmed, it automatically gives it legitimacy, even when it shouldn't. Right?
Yeah.
Right.
Well, because what happens is if you just have like a number of people backing you or somebody with a significant following backing you, unfortunately, it makes credibility a lot more, like there's a lot more credibility, even though there shouldn't be.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
in her
it's true.
case, there's a bunch of credibility behind her where there was at the time because of the ZeRo thing. Him coming out and saying it's all true, that put her torch on fire.
also validate that
like,
ZeRo
"It's go
regularly
time."
exhibited these behaviors. While she was not underage at the time,
A little odd that 4 of these cases involve fully grown women when we're trying to prove he's a pedophile, but okay.
when it was clear that she only wanted to maintain a friendly relationship and not sexual, ZeRo stopped talking to her. This is when I first spoke to him in Smashboard's PMs, October 2014. So yes, same exact time period as Katie.
Guys, a woman was ghosted in 2015. Call the police.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Roman moment.
So true. I mean, how many people get ghosted on the boards like that?
I mean, look, dude, ghosted in 2015, bro. Ghosted today. Ghosted at any point.
Dude, ghosting is something that happens on the daily. Oh my god.
Right? But that's a story of abuse.
Mm-hmm.
Like I mean, hold on. I'm trying to figure out, would they prefer that if all he is interested in sex is that he keeps talking to this girl who isn't, so that he can attempt to have sex with her? Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Like that. Come on. What kind of fucking stupid? But that's the problem. Like stacking up all these claims. They wind up stacking something really stupid with it, and it's like, hey, maybe the other ones made sense, but like, come on, you called that abuse? What the fuck?
Fucking cares? Look, I know it seems like I'm being insensitive, but both this and the woman I just spoke of isn't even a relevant issue anymore. This happened when? 6, 7 years ago? He's been with Vanessa for 5, and they're now married. You're bringing this up why? Oh, yeah, promiscuous behavior. Promiscuous. Having or involving many sexual partners. As is characteristic of most smashers, we all know that ZeRo was drowning in a substantial amount of pussy. Most times, you couldn't tell if there was a banana in his pocket or if he was just happy to play Diddy. So we should really tell Nelly Otto over here the difference between flirting online and getting your own reality TV show for being Mormon.
Promiscuous
True.
girl,
And
I
I'm
own a car. Wherever you are, bitch better not be far.
This, in my opinion, is probably the only serious and legitimate problem that people have with ZeRo. Everything else is either fabricated, as we've seen, or extremely, and I mean extremely, over-exaggerated, which is honestly a testament to just how clean ZeRo's record is if they have to lie this much. Katie reached out to Jisoo after her initial tweet and began recounting her experience with ZeRo in 2014. After sending several screenshots of their Skype conversations, the two quickly exchanged numbers and began planning out the twit longer. At the time of the messages, ZeRo was 19 and Katie was allegedly 14. I only say allegedly because there's no way I can confirm her age on account of her being anonymous. I genuinely tried to get in contact with her, but every lead either had me blocked or refused to say anything, so can't say I didn't try.
Dear ZeRo, my name is Katie. I used to be in the Smash community. I was 14 years old during our conversations on Skype from September 2014 to January 2015. We met online when you were streaming on Twitch, and I messaged you over chat. You seemed to take an interest in me and gave me your Skype username. I, starstruck, made a Skype just for this and began chatting with you. I was a young girl enraptured with the idea of being friends with someone I looked up to and admired. You used me in the state to flirt, manipulate, and ask for sexual favors from me.
The worst offense, she claimed, was that he asked her to masturbate with ice and take pictures. Sadly, according to Katie, there is no evidence. This is the part where you angrily type in the comments,
But technicals, he confessed. You don't need evidence, you victim-blaming piece of shit.
wow, just learn a new phrase? Nice. Very good, very good. Calm the
Okay, I'll wait for him to get into it because
So that's what the ice thing was about.
Okay, so because I saw Willie Mac talk about it, I think Diorio talked about it because they both seem to be. Well, I know Diorio was actually disagreeing with technicals over the video. I think
He disagreed
Willie Mack
with like the
said,
presentation of it or something like that, I think.
Yeah, and Willie Mack was more like, if anything with the DMs is true about that whole Ice Cube thing, it's completely fucking wrong. But it was 7 years ago, so you got to figure out what you want to do. I don't know what you do. Like, I really don't.
I mean, let's think about it. Is it like the worst thing in the world?
Well, no, it's fucking bad. It's wrong. It's gross. It's disgusting.
No matter what. I'm saying.
But again, the problem is she's saying that she was 14 at the time. She's completely gone anonymous, so there's nothing you can do there. He's confessed to it before, and his confession was a little bit more direct than just everything they said about me is true, yada, yada, yada. It was more like, yes, her story is completely accurate. I don't know. I really don't know. But again, there's no proof. He does have an explanation for why he confessed, and there was no proof to begin with. So, I mean, I can't condemn the guy because it's just not enough for me. Because again, he should be able to do his thing, live his life. You'll need to prove that he's actually guilty of something. And if you can't, then drop it. Like, unfortunately, drop it, but keep your eyes and ears open on the guy. Because here's the thing. People like that, they'll fuck up again. If they did it once, they'll do it again.
True.
Yep.
Fuck down. We're going to read it right now. Jesus. Hey, I can't sleep, and I just can't take this back and forth. I don't think it makes sense to keep this going. I just want this all to stop and for me to at least atone. I also want people to stop defending me. I don't deserve it. Katie, the screenshot you guys were wondering about the Ice Cube thing, it's true. The claims that Katie makes are true in general. There are no graphic pictures or anything of the sort, but it's unforgivable regardless. If you're an observant reader, you may have noticed the stark contrast of tone from his previous responses. That's because ZeRo wholeheartedly intended for this to be his suicide note. And had it not been for Vanessa, that may have well been the case.
Oh, thank you, Vanessa.
If it's not...
So, again, that's the other excuse. If he was legitimately planning on killing himself, then why not just torch everything on his way out, right? I can understand that explanation, but I don't know because I've never been in that state of mind before.
Yeah, I'm surprised that was his explanation.
Well, I just, again, I don't know because I've never been in that state of mind. It could just be an excuse, but unless you can prove to me, right, beyond a reasonable doubt, I can't use that to just condemn the guy. Let him do his fucking channel, let him do his videos, and keep your eyes out on him. Like, look into the guy, just check, make sure, because people like that, they'll fuck up and they'll do it again. But I don't think you're gonna get that out of this guy. Like, his entire life had been fucking destroyed already. I mean, and I don't think you had the evidence to actually fucking do it in the first place.
Too personal, what stopped you from committing suicide after posting your final twitlonger?
I was laying down. I think Vanessa was like holding me, right? I think at some point I looked at her and I was like, dead? Because at that point in time, when all that stuff was coming out, I remember I couldn't sleep for maybe like 2.5 days or something. And I remember I just looked at her and she was trying to stay up because she couldn't sleep, but she was kind of like, she wanted to sleep. And this is not the type to stay up.
I'm not gonna lie. I was so scared of him going to the bathroom alone, him just being alone. Because those moments for him were really difficult, and I cannot imagine how he felt as he was the one going through all of this.
I just felt so bad. I felt like I was putting her into this scenario. I looked at her and I just said, let me just go and end this. She was like, no, please, no. I remember she begged me not to do anything.
I felt like the world was crashing on us, and at that point, that felt nicer than what was going on. I had to witness the love of my life having his world crushed.
I wrote up the thing and I was just sitting there for like 20 minutes just looking at the monitor. So the plan was that I was going to upload it and then I was just going to just cut myself, like, with a knife that I had around. The main method I've always used has always been cutting. So yeah, that's just what I was thinking. I didn't have access to anything else at the time. I don't know what it was, but Vanessa kind of came into the room. And I remember she came to the office and she gave me like this very long hug. She was just telling me everything will be fine. I remember feeling like this warm because I felt really cold. She went downstairs. She made me my favorite food, which was like steak with mashed potatoes. It's a classic for me. She sat there and she was just like cutting the pieces herself and just feeding me because because I don't know. It's just I was like a potato at that point. I don't know. It made me feel like the sense of peace that I didn't have at that point. I really do think that for some reason she wasn't in my life, or maybe she went to the store or something. I definitely would have died. I mean, I can't really explain it to you, but I don't really want to go through that ever again.
What changed between then and March of this year that prompted the sudden relapse? Because we saw a bunch of articles come out, and obviously Vanessa posted on Twitter that you were in the hospital after another suicide attempt.
Oh,
Like
I
a
wasn't
month in
aware of
January where I was
this.
like, I think I can.
Yeah, it was like 2 or 3 times I think he tried to commit suicide.
Yeah, so that's what I mean. Like, this is not I was saying it when I went on to John's stream briefly. We always make that joke, right? When somebody gets busted with something, like they get busted, and you're always like, it's pretty soon they're gonna like come out with how they're like, they're in a bad state of mind, they're really depressed, yada yada yada, right? But in ZeRo's case, right, like he made multiple suicide attempts, right? It wasn't a one-time thing. It wasn't just something he said as an excuse for bad behavior. So that's why I said, like, when he says, hey, when I wrote that, I was just gonna fucking end it.
Yeah, from the details of it, I feel like he had this in mind even before the things came out.
It's believable to me that he's being serious there.
I just found it more fucked that he actually had the detail of how he wanted to do it for a while. It's just,
again, like, you got to think about like what our legal standard is. It's always been like innocent until proven guilty. It's always been, guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. Look, I think it could just be true that this guy like knowingly was fucking around with that 14-year-old, and that she is 14 and everything.
Yeah.
But I got to compare it to the fact that this person disappeared. They never provided any proof, screenshots, anything. This guy was planning to just fucking end himself. Yeah, it's just not enough for me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Like, this guy actually did.
I mean, you are being fair. So
yeah, this guy actually did. Fucking hang him up by his balls. I'm with you, but I just don't think you have what you need to condemn him. I just don't think you have what you need to condemn him.
Mm-hmm. I don't either.
Fix this. I think this is workable. I have hope. We can do this. And then in February, I feel like realism's hit, and then I was just like, it's over. There's nothing you can do. What I basically convinced myself was that I started slowly shifting my thoughts to, well, if I can't fix it in this life, maybe I can be Gonzalo too. I can die and then be reborn, and then I can try again. Honestly, looking back, I feel like I legitimately went insane. Now that I'm explaining it to you, it's embarrassing. It just sounds so stupid. I mean, I've always been kind of weak mentally, I think. Just the way I look at myself is very, very bad. Compounded with what happened, compounded with having pretty much no one at that point in my life. It just felt like I went crazy, and then I turned to the worst possible option.
Nobody in this situation can know for certain besides ZeRo and Katie. So let's look at what we do know, and I'll come back to this in a second. In the messages we were provided, it's very clear that ZeRo is being flirtatious, and according to the dates, he knew her age at the time. I'm not going to read them, but these messages on screen are 100% unacceptable, and he'll be the first to tell you that. A lot of concerned individuals on social media have been saying things like, ZeRo should be in jail, or my guy, he was getting pics from underage girls, he's a pedo. Well, if that's the case, then why hasn't he been Drake Belled yet?
Oh shit.
Goddamn.
ZeRo will never see a second of jail time or even court over this. There's a few reasons why. First off, Katie is anonymous, and for legal action, you have to obviously file charges. Since there's no actual documentation or sexually explicit images exchanged, this isn't a place where the federal government would get involved either. Even ZeRo's confession wouldn't hold up in court because it was made under extreme stress and outside pressure. If that's what you were...
Yeah, I mean, there you go. But again, like, you can still see the messages. So, I mean, like, you can just fucking judge that, right? Now, I think he said that he knows her age at this point. Is that what I heard, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody in this situation can know for certain besides ZeRo and Katie. So let's look at what we do know, and I'll come back to this in a second. In the messages we were provided, it's very clear that ZeRo is being flirtatious, and according to the dates, he knew her age at the time.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm 14. Yeah, there you go. So, like...
time. I'm not going to read them, but these messages on screen are 100% unacceptable, and he'll be...
Yeah, no doubt.
...be the first to tell you that. A lot of concerned individuals on social media have been saying things like, ZeRo should be in jail, or my guy, he was getting...
I mean, like... Bro, that's over the line for me. That's completely over the fucking line for me. He knows she's 14. He's continuing to flirt. Now, I get what Technicals is saying. Legally, he's in the clear. I get what he's saying. Legally, he's in the clear. I also get what he's saying, right? 7 years ago, you have to make a decision on it. And how old was he back then?
19.
19?
So he was like 6 years older than her.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Five.
Oh, yeah, five.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Man, no. Yeah, no.
Yeah, I don't know what else to. That's nasty.
Oh no, absolutely.
Yeah.
No, like you could say 7 years. He's learned and everything. Look, I mean, I wouldn't fucking talk to the guy. Me personally, I wouldn't talk to him because that's crossing a line. But I get what he says when Technical's saying like you're talking about 7 years ago, and 7 years ago you had this, you had all this stuff going on with him mentally, but at the same time,
I mean, props to Technicals for taking the risk in doing this, but
yeah, I mean, like
definitely.
It's on you. I guess I'll say it like this: it's on you if you want to like hunt the guy and chase the guy down over this. I don't think it's worth the energy. I don't think you're solving anything, and I don't necessarily think he's like a threat or a predator for anyone either. So it's up to you. Do what you want to do here, but yeah, I'm completely not okay with those.
Yeah, he did something extremely abhorrent.
Big no.
He needs to be called out for that.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it was like Tentacles said, and like you said before, we can't confirm if it's true or not coming from Katie, since she's anonymous, and we have no idea how old she actually is, or what she actually looks like, or just who she actually is.
Okay, no. Here's the thing. None of that matters because he was sent a message saying that she's 14 and he's continuing to flirt. So legally, I get what you're saying, and I don't disagree with you, but also no.
Yeah. It's just it's like where I'm split half and half. I was like, yeah, I get this part, but I'm just like, this was the big no of it all. ZeRo, you should have known better, but just like, fuck, dude.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it's something
I'll remain skeptical, but I'm definitely like, not a fan.
Okay. All right. Let me. I'm gonna play a little bit more, but I'll be honest with you.
You feel a bit torn in there.
Are you gonna play the debate?
Yeah, I am kind of too. So.
No, I don't think I will. Because I can completely see where DeLive's coming from, and I don't necessarily disagree with him. I don't know if I agree or disagree with Technicals though. This is a tough fucking call. The reason why I'm saying it's a tough call is he didn't physically harm a child. It is something that happened 7 years ago. It was right on that fucking line. And I personally think it even went over it, but there was nothing illegal in the terms of like exchanging images or
it's a moral
requesting nudes. So it doesn't sit right with me. It was 7 years ago. That's a tough one. I got to think about it more. I really do.
You should just play the debate just cause.
I mean, look, the messages are flirting. I get what you're saying, Mark. Right? That's why I said, like, if the messages were more explicit, I'd probably be more like, fucking kill this man. Right? Mm. I would probably be like, fucking kill this man.
Yeah, it's not the worst thing ever, or like beyond the worst things.
Yeah, this isn't that, but like, man, is it fucking?
It's still a little bit fucked.
It's not like mini lab level bad.
No, it's not that bad.
No, definitely not. Wait, people are saying play the debate. What debate?
DeLive and Technicals.
Oh yeah, because apparently they had a debate.
On.
They had an argument. From what I was told.
About what?
About this, like DeLive didn't agree with the presentation on the ZeRo stuff, and so he kind of like put Technicals on the spot.
Look, I mean, was he complaining about this?
I think so. I haven't watched it, but that's what I believe.
Yeah, look, I mean, I don't know. I think I'll leave it here. Fuck. Because I got to think about it more. And I don't want to give you guys opinions that I really can't stand behind, you know?
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of critical.
It's
thinking.
a gray area technically.
Very,
it's definitely
very
a gray area.
It's
very
a moral
gray.
issue. It's not a legal issue, but it's like
It was,
it's like I find it disgusting.
Yeah, absolutely. I find it disgusting. It's just I also get the statement of it was 7 years ago. Nothing actually occurred. It was flirting. He never actually went over the line with the person. I get all of that too, but my thing is I'm always concerned with the idea that if they did it once, they'll do it again.
I mean, and the thing is, you're not far off from that. So.
Yeah.
But here's the thing.
In 7 years, he hasn't. But the other problem with saying in 7 years he hasn't is because of his cancellation, he was dealing with so much other shit. It wasn't possible. So I don't know if, you do let him go back to polite society. You do let him have his show. You do let him make his videos. And he's perfectly comfortable, happy, and healthy. And then he goes, and now I get to go for the kids. I don't know, man. Like, I like, you know what I mean?
If you're gonna call ZeRo a predator, though, if you're gonna call ZeRo a predator, you have to have more examples of him actively searching for
that. I agree.
people.
I agree, Redsky. I agree. That's why I said I got to think about it more because I don't want to say something I can't really stand behind. And this one's a tough one. This one's not an easy thing to just go flip a coin, make a decision. No. It's a tough one. He was.
Here's where I'm gonna leave it at with my take. I think it's disgusting. I think he should be called out for it.
Oh yeah,
but since this is just that one instance, we can't prove he's a predator.
Yeah.
It's more like he needs.
That's where I'm going to leave it at.
I think that is fair. But again, my problem is when I say that you normally see them repeat the behavior. Yeah, you got to be honest too. Part of the reason why I wouldn't be able to is because of all the shit he was dealing with. Throwing this on top of it probably wouldn't help. But again, saying his confession isn't legitimate when those messages are out there. I think he did it. I think he confessed to doing it. I get legally nothing would ever happen to him, but morally speaking, I think there's plenty there to be upset with, to be legitimately
absolutely.
upset.
Yeah, definitely. Like
right,
at
guys.
that point in time. Well, I leave one thing.
Huh?
Yeah, I was gonna say I could leave one thing in this, which is kind of true to some point, where you could say between when you're 17 to I think 22, I think either 21 or 22, those can also be called your stupid years, even though you can be considered an adult. And I can agree to that because even when you're at that age when you still know better, you can still do a bunch of stupid things and not realize the consequences.
Well, look, I mean,
but
you get where I'm trying to come across in that point, right?
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Yeah.
Well, let's end it here. I got to do some more thinking about it. Maybe I'll do a video following up tomorrow, but the home record video is going out tomorrow. So
I also
I don't personally know, and technicals as far as video presentation, I actually do like it. But when he talks about this part here,
it's just not it.
Yeah, and look, I get that you're saying that it's something that is bad and nasty and disgusting, but you kind of hand wave it off way too quickly. I can see why that would sit wrong with people because now knowing it sits wrong with me too.
Yeah. And just as a quick plug-in too, I will be uploading my own reaction video to this either by tomorrow or Friday. Just to let people know, I will also give my besides from here, I'll have my own reaction video too. So if you all want to tune into that when that comes out, you can just go check it out on my channel if you want to. So just to let y'all know.
All right, everybody.
Sounds
Well,
good.
make sure you check out 224 Vic's channel.
Oh, yeah.
All right, guys. Have a good night. I'll think about this a little bit more. Like I said, I'll probably do a follow-up video tomorrow or the day afterwards, but I got to think about this one.